This is Maya. Let's get into it. An applicant comes in for a loan, a credit line, a card. Your AI agent reviews the file and denies it. Fast, clean, automated. You move on. Then the law shows up. When you turn someone down for credit, adverse action rules say you owe that person a notice, and not a vague one. It has to state the specific principal reasons the decision came out the way it did, in writing, mailed to them, within days. That notice cannot say, "Our model declined you." It cannot say, "The system flagged your file." Regulators want the actual factors, the real reasons. A vague answer is not a smaller problem. It is a second violation stacked right on top of the denial. So here is the trap, and almost every team building credit agents is walking into it. The agent made the decision inside the model, in a layer nobody instrumented. You captured the outcome, denied. You never captured the reasoning behind it. So a week later, when you sit down to write that legally required letter, the reasons are gone. You cannot reconstruct what you never recorded. The decision disappears the moment it is made. And I want to be clear about the scale of this. This is not one awkward letter. Every single denied application where the agent cannot show its work is a notice you legally owe and cannot produce. Multiply that across an entire lending book, thousands of decisions. And now, it is not a one-off mistake, it is a pattern. The kind a regulator finds in a single audit, and the kind that turns into an enforcement action. So, what does good look like? You stop treating the reasoning as something you can recover later. You capture it at the moment the decision is made. The factors that actually drove the denial, the weight each one carried, and a flag that the record is ready to become an adverse action notice. So the record reads, credit denied, debt to income above the threshold, credit history under 2 years. Here are the weights. Here is the applicant, ready to print. Reason codes you can actually mail, not a black box, a decision you can defend. The mistake people make is thinking explainability is a philosophy debate, something nice to have, a research topic. In consumer lending, it is none of that. It is a letter with a deadline and a federal statute behind it. So before you let an agent make or even influence a credit decision, ask one question. If a regulator asked you to produce the specific reasons behind one denial from last month, could you? Not the outcome, the reasons. If the answer is no, you did not automate a decision. You automated a liability. If this sounded like a meeting you have been in, share it with the person who needs to hear it. See you next time.